Now, ever since Intel's made their big announcement that they were going to be getting into the dedicated and discrete GPU market, we've been waiting to see just what Intel means by this and see just what Intel can do in the gaming sector. So far, we've seen the Intel Xe graphics architecture introduced in the lower end, the lower power DG1 discrete graphics cards, which has been primarily sold to OEM manufacturers, and later this month however we might finally get our first look at Intel's first ever high-end, high-performance gaming graphics card. So let's jump into today's video and discuss Intel finally getting into the GPU market. So let's jump in and discuss. My name is Matthew from LMC Tech here, and now recently we've talked a lot about graphics cards, whether that being from Team Red or Team Green, but one thing I definitely never thought I'd be saying was Team Blue in the GPU market. I'm used to Team Blue versus Team Red for CPUs and green versus red for GPUs, but now we're finally getting a triangle of manufacturers in the GPU market. Now, before the end of this year, Intel has been expected to formally make its debut in the world of gaming graphics cards with the launch of the Xe HPG. Now, there is nothing directly written in stone when it comes to Intel releasing this by the end of the year, but given the current space of the market and the amount of demand for graphics cards there are at the moment, providing AMD and Nvidia with some much needed competition, and yeah, it's definitely exciting for us consumers to finally be seeing a new competitor, a new manufacturer in the space of GPUs to further drive competition hopefully, and also improve prices when supply issues and stock issues have finally, sort of resolved itself. But recently, just in case you needed some more proof that this isn't just some rumour in the wind and not just smoke and mirrors from Intel, they have just released a brand new teaser video. This week, Intel had teased the Xe HPG scavenger hunt with a web page telling us to come back on March 26 at 9 AM PST with a secret code to see what the website reveals. The website itself contains a hidden video that was a teaser for the new Xe graphics card, which contained a hidden message. So let's just jump in and watch that video now for you guys. So that was Intel's teaser video for the Xe HPG. And now we're not going to go through today's video and make you crack the secret codes behind this teaser, so we're just going to go ahead and tell you what this actually means right now. The hidden message was decoded by WCCF Tech, and it revealed an IP address which leads straight to the Intel Xe HPG website, teasing the announcement coming this Friday. So it was just a nice little teaser from Intel, just so the community can have a little fun and play around with the little teaser and find out just when the grand announcement's coming from Intel. So coming next Friday, it seems to be, which can be argued the timing itself is a little bit off, because on the 23rd of March, Intel CEO himself will be hosting a web forecast focused on the next era of innovation at Intel, which is 3 days before this GPU event. And now, yes, Intel and innovation, they really need to pull the finger out, and recent moves and what they've been saying recently have been pointing in the right direction from Intel. It's just a shame to see Intel in the current mess they are at the moment, mainly in the CPU market where, they're still very far behind AMD when it comes to their current lineup of CPUs. But hopefully Intel is moving in the right direction, and now with the direction of GPUs being added to the roster from Intel, it's possible Intel's moving in a very positive direction. And as a consumer and a fan of technology and all the latest processors, I really do hope that this is a telling sign for the future of Intel and how they're finally going to come back to driving innovation and competition in the market. So let's break down more details on just what we know on the Xe HPG graphics card. With it heavily rumoured to appear to the general market before the end of the year, there is still much we don't know about this graphics card itself. In fact, all we really do know that it's going to be gaming focused dedicated graphics cards. We definitely know that this card is definitely happening. We just don't know in what exact capacity, what power level and what performance bracket or price point it's going to be targeted at, but we know that it's definitely coming. We just don't know quite exactly when, though by next Friday we definitely will know, and we will bring you a video breaking down just the details of this new GPU when that is announced. So at the moment all we have is leaks and rumours to go on, but currently, the recent rumours of Intel's upcoming DG2 graphics card is rumoured to feature up to 512 execution units, 4096 cores, 12GB GDR6 VRAM, and an 1800 MHz clock, which on the outside looks like, yeah, that could be potentially a good gaming GPU. It's got, decent specs looking at it, though that's just specs off a list and we don't quite know the details of the architecture and how the architecture itself is going to work and perform, especially when it comes to rasterization of games and general gaming performance. So far we've seen Intel really focus the DG1 graphics in more workspace and commercial use, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see just how well Intel's going to be slotting into this segment. And now Intel has dropped a few hints there and there, but we got nothing concrete to go for just yet. But recent rumours have been pointing that the Xe HPG might be somewhat similar or on par with the Nvidia RTX 3070, or similarly put the new 6700 XT as well. So it looks like that's where they're going to be targeting for now, which, given if this is their first GPU for the general consumer and this is what they're targeting, yeah, if this is the performance we're going with, I don't think consumers will be complaining. In fact, it's quite a good start. Yes, I don't think Intel's going to be going crazy and all out on the super high end, so they're not going to bring out a 3090 competitor or 6900 XT competitor just yet. But given this is quite the sweet spot for gamers, and this is where the bulk and majority of cards are going to be shipped in this price performance range, it's going to be very curious just to see what disruption Intel could possibly bring when it comes to this price point of the GPUs. Hopefully, if Intel's targeting this performance, they're also going to be bringing a competitive price point to go with it. But most importantly, at the end of the day, it's that AMD and Nvidia are soon to be getting some even more fresh competition. And given that GPU stock is so poor at the moment, this could really only mean good things for us. And yes, more graphics cards being available in the market, bringing more competition, more innovation in this market can only mean good things for us consumers. With there being more competitors, it means there's going to be more people trying to get your hard-earned dollars and pounds. So hopefully that means lower prices ultimately for us consumers, though given the current state of the GPU market, it doesn't look likely that we're going to be getting, good prices on graphics cards anytime soon. But hopefully another competitor, serious, solid competitor being added to the market will mean that the GPU market is going to grow, and quite frankly, I'm excited to see where the technology graphics cards and the competition is going. It's going to be an exciting time, given that, GPUs become available again soon. But like I said, it's going to be very interesting seeing Intel competing in this market. And are any of you guys looking forward to Intel coming to the GPU market? What are your thoughts and opinions on the recent leaks of the Xe HPG rumours? And would you consider actually buying an Intel GPU? Or are you still someone who would rather still stick with Team Green or Team Red? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Join in and yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Intel finally getting into the GPU market. Anyway guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. Give today's video a like if you enjoyed it, found it interesting or entertaining in any way. And I've been Matthew from MLC Tech, and I will see you next episode soon. Goodbye.